Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two
everybody,
teams,
and welcome
each
to
seeking the
today's
perfect
match.
pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Bale. Now it's Cantona. Now he's running away. Can he finish? It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Kimmich gets a cross in, and out it comes again. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Ronaldo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball, and he's in here. Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Rafael Leao. This looks promising. And the shot! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Uruguay restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Çalhanoğlu wins the duel this time. Juve. Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rafael Leao.
There will be
Cristiano
1 minute at a
Ronaldo.
time.
Gravenberch. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Bangladesh have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Olise tries to pass it through. Olise threads one in. Big chance! Goal! Uruguay! And the comeback is complete. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Uruguay needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Bale. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Now here's the delivery. Çalhanoğlu getting this one clear. And reclaimed it in a try. Shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Zanetti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application.
Cantona! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Plays it in low. Rafael Leao. Oh, easy pickings there. This is a promising build-up. Duke receives it in a good position here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pinches it off him. And it's Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cantona. And the shot! And he makes no mistake. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They'll have to settle for that. Bangladesh can celebrate. They get the... Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's not getting past him there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gravenberch. Vardiol. And it's Fernandes. And here's Cantona. Messi. Cantona. First quarter of an hour gone. Kane. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now, who's going to be first to this? Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fernandes. Now it's Bale. Bangladesh, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Duke in the hunt and looking threatening. And he shoots! And he makes no mistake. And we have liftoff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
And Cantona! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a sharp pass. Bangladesh have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Xavi Alonso.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Kimmich. Space for him to turn and look.
That's just...
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Bangladesh are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. That is ended up in no man's land. And the finish! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Nicely weighted ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Camavinga tries to pass it through.
There they go, hunting again.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Camavinga, and it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Gravenberg. Cantona. No way through. Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free. That's a nicely shaped ball, good take. And it's corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, good effort! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Bangladesh find a position of real strength now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cantona, chance for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So will they make it count again? Oh, great leap! And it's come back out to him. And he can thump it away. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And here's Cantona. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Can he get on the end of this? And he's running through. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Diouf. And he's got... And the shot! And it's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's Kane! Oh, what a mistake! And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening
Hello,
day.
everybody,
Two
and
teams,
welcome to
each
today's
seeking
match.
the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this player, Gravenberch, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And, of course, he's the main connector between defence and midfield. But he'll be the one playing the majority of the team's progressive passes forward. He's also a really physical presence, and he must be a bit of a nightmare to play against, actually.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he was quick to react.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hakimi.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
To Messi. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Great vision. Real chance! He scored! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bangladesh have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Martinelli. Brandt. Bangladesh leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid
See,
to
views
tell
on the
you
first
that we're
half?
expecting
Well, I
traffic
think it's
to
a
be
case
heavy
of
after
so
the final
far,
whistle
so
today.
good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bangladesh are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 17, Brandt. Number 23,
So we're off
Mohamed
again.
Salah. Number 13,
Bangladesh can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another
number
one here.
8, Hakimi.
He's on it. Can he get
Coming
away?
on the field,
Gravenberch.
number 21,
Big
Alvarez.
chance! And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Thinks about the shot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Joe's looking wide. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Kimmich kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nico Williams venturing down the left. Williams. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Yamal. And here's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Pete.
Tries a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti. The ball goes in. Oh, good line! And that's a good finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yamal. Gravenberch. Alvarez. Played out to the left flank. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kimmich aimed beyond the defence, and he's made sure that's not getting
There
through.
will be 3 minutes added time.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Nico Williams. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be... Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation
everybody, and
laced with
welcome
the
to
odd
today's
infusion
match.
of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Suarez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good read, needed to be. That's going to go a long way.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Xavi Alonso on a strong run here. Oh, that was vital. Alonso, Gravenberch, Scholes, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Over to the right flank. Diouf. Scholes. And they can counter here. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Cantona. Rodri with the slide tackle there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goes for the shot! It's loose, and one more try! He's played it long. And here's Neymar. Scholes. Neymar received... Good chance here! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the... Cantona! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti is there to clear. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Kimmich. And it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's come loose. Wan-Bissaka. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And here's Suarez. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Suarez going after that.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Bale being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Scholes. Now it's Cantona. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he'll try from distance! Of course! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Bangladesh penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Looking for the run. And the ball is out of play. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now, can he find a finish? And it's been hooked away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Bale. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it's Xabi Alonso. And he was alert to it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bangladesh leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. That's been drilled forward. And it's Gravenberg. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zanetti gets across to intercept that.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot. It's a loose ball. And that is as much as we have time for. Bangladesh can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Bangladesh can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these...
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. And this is Depay. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now, who makes far better use of his huge talents, and he's turned into quite the leader.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Gyökeres, probing pass, and that could set him on his way. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Andre Carrillo. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Here comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's had it taken off him.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Beckham. Lovely, now chance! Goal! Flamengo! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Flamengo have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And this is Raul. Cantona! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining...
It's Raul! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a throw. Zanetti. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Flamengo looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Deftly away. Andre Carrillo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kukçu. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Depay. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nicely aimed pass. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Cantona. He's a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0 and... Oh, good effort! Keeper's got his work done. Beckham being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Oh, that's nice. And this is the partner finish! Xavi Alonso. Beckham. Beckham. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Engages and forces him off the ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Oh, great feat, that.
Good read, needed to be. Kukçu. Gyökeres. Now it's Kukçu.
There will be 1 minute added
Good take,
time.
and is he it? Chance for a shot! And how did he not make it four?
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's taking no chances there. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. And he was alert to it. Paulinho. And he's forced to go back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Out of play for a throw. Konate. And it's Zanetti. To Beckham. And here's Cantona.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's burst through. Cantona! Goal! Flamengo! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Flamengo have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Spread to the right. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Palmeiras really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Minutes till half-time. It's a really well-measured ball. Cantona has found the net here, of course. Gyökeres is onto this. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Flamengo really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Some good persistent defending here. Zanetti gets a foot in here. Raul into the final 5 minutes of the first half. No way through. Paulinho.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Flamengo coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure.
Gyökeres! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckham.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He might take the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to...
Towering header! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. He is through here. Lofted in. And he can thump it away. Palmeiras have reclaimed it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, nice touch. That is a superb rearguard action. Passing is crisp and sharp. Raul. Cantona. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Palmeiras. Number 42.
Beckham having a look.
On the field is
Well, we're looking at
number
somewhere
9,
in the region of
Vitor
25 to
Roque.
30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
Outstanding save to keep that out. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Paulinho. Just eases him off the ball. Gyökeres. Gyökeres going forward. Look at the space here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 3
Oh, he's
minutes
enjoyed
added
that.
time.
He evidently loves the contest. Not the most convincing of passes. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And that is that. Flamengo pretty much in utopia. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game
Flamengo
that the passionate
against
crowd
Corinthians.
demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what...
Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And they've got rid. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Cleared without hesitation. Spread to the right. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now, who makes far better use of his huge talents, and he's turned into quite the leader.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gustavo Henrique. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xavi Alonso. Gyökeres. Kökçü. He has found the way through. And the finish! Goal! Flamengo! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Flamengo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Kökçü is always looking to break lines. Gyökeres. Kökçü. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. It's a threatening ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Andre Carrillo. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Flamengo come in leading by just the odd goal.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Flamengo have made the crucial... Big chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Beckham. Raul. Zanetti. And this is Raul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Andre Carrillo. And they've got a throw. Kökçü being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Andre Carrillo. And it's Carrillo. And he skips past his man. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, good-looking ball.
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is Sand. And the shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Now it's Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's crossed in. Getting up there! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And he's being shifted off it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Spread it left. He's in a great position here. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And again! It is close, but that is the last of it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! Goal! Flamengo! The first significant strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Chooses to go crossfield. Out towards the flank. Hoisted in. Howson can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
In early. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And that is expertly dealt with. Beckham. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Sao Paulo are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Eder Militao, Gyökeres, and it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Over to the right flank. Cedric Suarez. Eder Militao. Kukçu looking to add to his goal. It's run loose here. Howson gets it away. Sao Paulo have reclaimed it. Suarez. Good ball, good take. Cedric Suarez, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Lovely, now then. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oscar.
Oh, really well played.
There will be 1
Eder
minute
Militao.
added time.
Xavi Alonso. Gyökeres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Spread to the right. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Flamengo really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Flamengo have played well here, and they have the all-important... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Cantona. Gyökeres. And here's Kukçu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Sao Paulo. Number 9. Coming on the field is number 17.
Antonio. Oh, it's come loose. This looks promising. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Beckham. For Xavi Alonso. Cedric Suarez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. More and more pressure on the ball here. Antonio. It's played through for him, and he was quick to react. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
75 minutes played. Space for him to turn and look. Ball is over the line.
Substitution for Sao Paulo. Number 10. Number 11. Coming on the field. Number 15.
It's gone for a throw-in.
25.
Konate. Gyökeres has created one goal already. Flamengo can consider themselves just about safe now. Chance, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now the cross.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The ball looks a good one. Roll, picks it up out wide.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal! Can he finish? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Flamengo are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted.